Hi everybody. I'm getting very paranoid. Every time I try to do a Facebook Live, something goes wrong. Today AT&T decided to bury our cable. They didn't give me any warning. They just showed up and had to bury our line for the internet. So that messed me up a little bit, but that got done in time, so I thought we were okay. Then I get on and things aren't working again. I'm trying to get my YouTube Live to go live and I don't think it's working. So if it's not on there, I'll go ahead and upload it later. Sorry about that. It's getting very frustrating. I like doing these lives except for the technical difficulties. Drive me nuts. Okay, well, there's a couple things I want to go over before I demonstrate my card. We found out a couple days ago that the Delicata ink pads, those are the metallic ink pads that we have. They've been super popular, which I totally understand because I love them. Well, they have the shipment that they have, that's the last shipment they're going to be able to get for the holiday catalog. They don't have it. If we run out of these, we don't have enough time for the manufacturer to be able to make more and get them to us before the end of the catalog on January 2nd. So if you're wanting to get those Delicata metallic ink pads, that's the Celestial Copper, Golden Glitz, and the Silvery Shimmer ink pads. You'll need to get those as soon as you can before they are sold out, because they probably will sell out before January 2nd. Same with the refills. One thing we found out, the copper ink refill is already depleted. They're sold out, but you still can get the ink pad. So I want to give you an update on that. Also, another ink pad problem. Actually, the Delicata ink pads were not a problem. They just sold out quicker than they thought, and the manufacturer can't make any more in time for the end of the catalog. But the Purple Posy ink pad has caused some problems again. I never did understand exactly what was wrong with them in the first place, but I guess the color shifts over time, and I'm not actually positive what that is either. But I guess the new ink pads that they thought they had fixed, the colors are shifting again. So this hasn't happened. This is a very strange thing. It doesn't happen. The only other time I can remember an ink pad having trouble was back when we changed the basic black ink pads, and that they had to give up. So the Purple Posy ink pad, the ink refill, and then the assortment of all 5 2019 to 2021 ink pad bundle, those are no longer available to order. I'm sorry about that. You can still get the Purple Posy color in the cardstock and in our Stampin' blends. So you can, and our Stampin' Right markers. It's just the ink pad's not going to work. So I'm sorry about that. They really hated to have to do that, but unforeseen problems. And one more thing, this holiday catalog, this is a good thing. It has been super popular this year. And if you really wanted that Moose Punch, I'm sorry to say it is sold out, and they're not going to be able to get any more before the holiday catalog's out with that too. So that Moose Punch is no longer available. Okay, now for some happier things. I hate to give you all that information, but it's important. I want you to be able to know what's going on. Right now I'm going to show you the Christmas time. I am doing a special. I had brought this up a little bit in my Facebook Live last week. I'm going to do an online class gift when you purchase from me the Christmas time suite. There are 2 options, as you can see in the picture. If you purchase the Christmas Rose Bundle only, which is the number 153944 for $61, and that's plus shipping and tax. So that's $61 plus shipping and tax. You will get access to my 5 video tutorials on the cards that are pictured in that picture. I came up with totally new cards. You won't see those in any of the videos that I've made previously, because I've been making a lot of projects with this. I'm having so much fun with this suite. It makes such pretty cards and projects. As you can see, the 2 bottom cards in the bottom are special cards. The one on the left bottom is a gatefold card, and then a little pocket card that you can put a gift card in. So you will get the videos for those exclusive. You only will get access if you order that bundle from me. Option 2 is if you purchase that same bundle and the Christmas Time is Here Designer Series paper, the gold glimmer ribbon, and the gold glitter enamel dots. All of those come to $90.50 plus shipping and tax. You will get the videos above, and you will get the cut, die cut, embossed, and scored cardstock needed to make the projects. So all the cardstock, I'll do all the embossing and any die cutting that needs to be made. You will get those, and I will mail those to you. You need to make sure that you've got your address current when you place your order online. And I'll just hurry up and show you real quick. The only things that you'll need, these are things that I can't put in my class. This is things you need to have on hand or you might need to order, is your cherry cobbler, early espresso, mossy meadow, poppy parade, tuxedo black memento, and the Versamark pads. Hopefully you've already got those in your stash. All those 4 colors are in our core colors, so those have been around for a little while. Now this part is optional. The heat tool, embossing buddy, and gold Stampin' Emboss powder. That's if you want to, there's one card, I think it's the pocket card that I embossed Merry Christmas. If you'd rather not emboss, you can always stamp that with another ink color. Actually, with the early espresso would work. Any adhesive of your choice, dimensionals, and mini glue dots. That's if you buy everything. If you buy the bundle, the Christmas rose bundle, and the designer paper ribbon, and the embellishments. Then if you only buy the bundle, you'll need everything above, plus the cherry cobbler, early espresso, mossy meadow, poppy parade, and Whisperite cardstocks, the Christmas is Time designer series paper, gold shimmer ribbon, and the gold glitter enamel dots, the stylish scroll and winter knit embossing folders, stitch rectangle dies and layering oval dies, detailed trio punch, and a simply scored scoring tool or the paper trimmer with the scoring blade with it. So if you get, it's actually a really good deal if you do option 2, because you'll get all of the stuff in the bottom list in your kit. So hurry up and show this again. So you've got the 2 options. Buy the bundle, you get the videos. Buy the bundle, the designer paper, the ribbon, and the enamel dots, you get the videos plus everything else needed to make the cards. The pre-cut cardstock, the embossed die-cut cardstock, and to make the projects. Okay, one last thing before I start making our card. I've got the paper pumpkin. If you want to get in on the Christmas tag one, you'll need to subscribe right away. And I forgot to put this in my description, and I will add this once the live is over, the link to subscribe. You need to subscribe by the 10th, so that's this weekend. So that'll be on Sunday, if I remember right. And you will get, the kit makes 24 holiday-themed gift tags, 4 various sizes and designs. But you can easily make them into cards. So you can put those tags on cards. The colors that coordinate with it are early espresso, pool party, poppy parade, and shaded spruce. They should be really pretty. And if you want to get that, you'll want to subscribe by November 10th. Okay, I think we can find, oh, I almost forgot. I am so out of practice with the Facebook Lives. Last week, I had 5 people share, actually 6 people share my video, and they are going to be put in the drawing to win. Let me hurry up and show you here. Let me switch cameras again. The winner is going to receive everything that I showed in my video last week. You're going to get the box, this card here, this card, and this card. So the winner is going to win all of these, and I'll be mailing them to them. And what you're going to want to do, if I call your name, you're going to want to message me here on my Facebook page and give me your address so I can get everything mailed out to you. So let's go ahead and get this all shook up really well. I got all 6 names here. Okay, now we'll look and see. The winner is going to be Marlene Kruger-Nickel. Congratulations, Marlene. If you're not watching the video right now, I'll go ahead and message you too to get your information. So congratulations. Now this week's are going to earn all of the cards. They're going to be in my class, which I thought I had those out. Where did I put them? Oh, they're right here in front of me. This is something I was going to show you too real quick. Sometimes it's hard to tell in the picture how good things look, and the colors on this are actually a lot brighter than what they're showing up in the video. I'm sorry about that. But this is one of the cards in that online class I just told you about if you buy the bundle. This and this one. And there will be insides to this. I didn't have time to make the insides for these. But you've got these 2. These are the regular cards right here. And then these are the other cards. This is the pocket card. And then when you take it out, you've got a little gift card inside. So that's going to be one of the cards you'll get. And then the gatefold card. This little belly band will come off. And there's the pretty inside. So this is the online class that you'll get. So you buy the Christmas bundle. You get the videos to teach you how to make all of these. If you purchase the bundle, the designer paper, the ribbon, and the embellishments, the enamel dots, you'll get the cardstock pre-scored and cut and embossed for you, mailed to you. So So I want to show you that. But the winner, if you share my video this week, the winner is going to receive all of these cards, because I'll be making some extras when I make those videos, and you'll get these in the mail. So that's what you'll get. And so you'll have some neat Christmas cards that you can give away. If you have a gift card you're giving somebody, you'll be able to have a nice little thing to put it in. So that's this week's gift. So if you share my video, make sure you comment below, shared, and then I'll put your name in the drawing. And of course, share the video. Comment below, shared, and then I will put your name in the drawing. And I will not be able to do a Facebook Live. Let me switch here so you're not just looking at my hand. Won't be able to do a Facebook Live next week. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. My daughter's wedding reception is that day. And I know next Friday we're going to be busy trying to get all set up for that. They were married a few months ago, just wanted a small ceremony, and now we're doing a bigger reception this weekend, or next weekend. So I'm going to be too busy. So you have 2 weeks to share the video. So I can't remember the date. I meant to look that up before. So not next Thursday, but the following Thursday. So 2 weeks from yesterday is when you can share this video, and you'll be put in the drawing. So you've got plenty of time to get in the drawing. And I really appreciate everybody that shared last week. I like getting my name out there and get some more people. And if you like anything, please comment below. If you have a question, I'll be watching here on my tablet right here in front of me. Oh, Melissa, I see. Hi, Melissa. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. And I think that's it for now. So let's go ahead and switch gears. And now we're going to do the fun part of my lives. This is my favorite part. I always like to get the business part out of the way. And now we're going to make a really neat fall card. All that was Christmas. Now we're going to do fall cards. I'm using the Harvest Hellos bundle. This is in the holiday catalog. If you can purchase these separately, or you can bundle them. And I love how you can make apples. This is great for making projects for teachers. So you can use the apple. Then there's the pumpkin die, and that's what I'm going to be using. Now I'm not, and I could have made a jack-o'-lantern, but now that Halloween's over, it's just going to be regular pumpkin, which is what I'm going to be using. So this is the bundle here, the Harvest Hello bundle. And then I'm also using a set that's from the annual catalog, Kindness and Compassion. And I'm using the thank you stamp in this one. And I'm using the stitched rectangle dies. You've seen me showcase these a few times. And we're going to be using, I forgot to get my little tray out. I like having this little tray so I can put my dies in. I'm using the number 5 die. And whenever I count, I start with the smallest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the die I'll be using. Get that out of the way. And I think that's all the die. There's not much die cutting on this one, which is good. So what I'm going to be doing, first, the base is going to be a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of Merry Merlot. I love this color. The color scheme is really different for fall, but I really like it. I'm using colors that are in the designer paper I'm using, which is the Come Together Designer Series paper. So this is one of the colors in it. This is the Merry Merlot. Then I'm going to bring in a 5.25 by 4-inch piece of mint macaron. A piece of that Come Together DSP. DSP is short for Designer Series paper, in case you didn't know. This is a 4 by 3 piece. I love that wood grain on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some snail on this. You can notice I just put short pieces, maybe one here in the middle. Just that way you don't run out of your snail too much, and it doesn't need any more than that. You don't need to cover that whole backside piece of paper because it stays on just fine without doing that. So there's the wood. Now I'm bringing in a 6-inch piece of the Pretty Peacock Scalloped Linen Ribbon. This is also in the annual catalog. And I'm going to put some snail here on the ends. And if you're joining me late, don't worry, this recording will be showing up again as soon as the live is over. And again, I am so sorry for not getting on right at 3 o'clock. I couldn't believe it when things started going wrong. I'm going to have to make a list of everything. I didn't realize I had to re-log into YouTube, and then that wasn't even working once I got it re-logged in. So I'm just getting tired. I know YouTube's doing some updates. Once all these updates are over, it just seems like everybody's updating. I guess they're trying to get it done before the end of the year. I really don't know. It's just frustrating to those of us that are trying to use the technology. Hopefully in 2 weeks it'll all be worked out and I will be able to start right on time, because I had everything ready. I just couldn't get everything else to work. Okay, so now we've got that. While I talked, after I put the ribbon on, I attached it to my card. I'll put that over to the side. Now here's the fun part. Actually, let's hurry up and do this. Then I'll do the fun part. Then you need a piece of Whisper White. This is a 4 1/4 by 3-inch piece. And what I'll do is die cut. You put the rectangle die on this and run it through your die cutting machine. And with the magic of video, here's one already cut out. I've got this all cut out, so I didn't have to bring in my die cutting machine. And I'm going to bring in my Cajun Craze ink pad and ink this up really well. And I'm going to stamp the thank you right on top. Since I'm kind of at an angle, I'm going to do this a little different. I'm going to turn this upside down so I can see the top of it and stamp it. That way my head is not in your way. So there we go. So you're going to stamp the thank you on top. And I'm going to go ahead and close this because I'm not going to need it anymore. Now, here comes the fun part. I'm going to take some designer paper. Here's a scrap piece. This is all from that Come Together DSP. So I'm bringing these in. I'm going to bring in my Versamark pad and my pumpkin stamp. Ink that up with the Versamark to keep the lid off. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. I always like stamping with this, even when it's not a photopolymer set, because I just think it stamps so much better with it. So I don't know if you can see that in the video, but there's a watermark of the pumpkin. I'm going to do that on all three. The Versamark stays wet for a few minutes. So let's go ahead and do it this way, because I don't think it's going to fit the other way. So that's actually got it on there, and then put one on this end and stamp it on here. Okay. So I don't know how many of you have ever stamped on your designer series paper. I think it's fun. I like doing it. Don't do it as much as I'd like because I forget about it sometimes. Okay, I forgot to use my embossing buddy. What I normally would have done was brush this on the paper and then stamped, but I've already done it. This helps so the embossing powder doesn't stick in different places on your paper and takes any wetness that might be in it. And it's a little humid down here, so I'm hoping I'm not going to regret that I forgot to do that, because I might get this to stick places where I don't want it to. But this is the copper embossing powder. Oh, it did pretty good. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's that one. I haven't heat embossed on Alive. I think this is the first time I've ever heat embossed on Alive. I've done it on some of my YouTube videos, but not here in Alive. All that copper on there. I love the copper. It is so pretty. Okay, those are all ready to go. I'm going to set this to the side. I'll take care of that after the video. We're done with it. Well, here, let's go ahead and clean this off because I'm going to be decorating the inside. So I'll get that Versamark pad off because I'm going to need that later. Now I'll bring in my heat tool. I'm going to hold this up because I don't want to melt my wood base here. It's not real wood. I know I just gave my secret away. But if you've seen one of my other videos, I end up melting my bottom thing when I had the heating tool too close. So I'll hold this up. You can see how it's getting shinier. Try to hold it better to the camera so you can see it. Oops, get my fingers burnt here. There we go. So hopefully you're seeing that in the video. Oh yeah, there it's showing up. So I got this one done. Now that this is all heated up, it's not going to take as long to get these done. See, it's melting really quick now. Once it gets heated up, it goes really fast. What I should have done was get my tweezers out. Forgot to do that. There we go. It's a good thing I've got big pieces because this gets very, very hot. It has to get hot to melt that embossing powder. Okay, just about done. There we go. Hopefully you heard me over that. That's my microphone, I hope, is working better than not having it. So we've got all of these embossed. You get this out of the way for right now. Now I'm going to bring in the Apple Builder Punch. I'm going to angle this to me just so I can see what I'm doing, and then I'll show you. Get that copper pumpkin right in there. Punch it out. Hi, Tina. I'm glad you're here. I just saw that you popped on. Since you missed the beginning of the video, you can go ahead and watch the beginning of it when it's recorded here later. Here's another one. So anybody else that's popped on, that's for you too. That's the nice thing about the Facebook Lives is if you miss the beginning, you can watch the recording. So all of these have been embossed with the copper embossing powder. Let me angle that so I can see it. There we go. So that's ready to go. Now I'm going to bring in, get all these little pieces I don't need out. Bring in a scrap of early espresso. And the neat thing, this is a stem right here. So what I'm going to do, all I want is that little stem. So I'm going to punch out 3. Hopefully I don't lose them because they're popping everywhere. There's 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So we've got all the stems ready. And I'm going to go ahead. This is a piece of Mary Merlot. It's 4 1/8 by 2 3/4. Get all these scraps out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on real quick in the center with my snail. Okay, center that. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this on the center of the card. Just like so. Now I'm going to put these pretty pumpkins on. So the first thing I'm going to do, this one is just going to go on with the regular snail. And I'm going to kind of angle it a little bit like this. And this one's going to go on the other end. It's going to angle a little bit. And then this one's going to go on with dimensionals. And you know what I forgot? I forgot to put these little guys on. So this is what I do. Thankfully, I didn't put any adhesive right here on the very top. So I'm going to grab my glue dots here. I'm going to put a glue dot right there on the front end of one of these stems. And I'm going to tuck it in underneath it. Just like so. There we go. Easy fix. That's why you don't want to cover what you're working on completely with the adhesive. That way, if you need to lift it up a little bit, you can. And since I didn't put any adhesive on the very top, I'm able to fix my mistake. There we go. Normally, I would have put those on with glue dots on the back before I put them on. So this one, I will hurry up and do that since I haven't got it on yet. Put it on the end. Oops. Grab the glue dot with it. And we'll have the stem going a little different direction on this one. So it'll be like that. So I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm going to use our black dimensionals. You can also use the white, but since I'm using kind of darker colors, I decided to use the black ones. So I'm going to use about 3 of those. Take the paper backing off. And if you're wondering where the black dimensionals are, they're in the holiday catalog. And the thing I like about these, you get the regular sized ones and the mini ones all in one pack. So you get 2 sheets of the big ones and 2 sheets of the mini ones. Pretty good deal. Now I'm going to put this down. I want to make sure, I'm going to bring it down a little bit because I don't want that thank you getting covered up. There we go. And that's the front of the card. I really like these pumpkins. They're good size. They're a lot of fun. And I could see making these for scrapbooking. These would be really neat pumpkin embellishments on a scrapbooking page. Okay, now we're going to hurry up and do the inside real quick. And normally when I use my Stampin' blends, I stamp with, I'm bringing my Pierce mat in here again. I stamp with my Tuxedo Black Memento. Well, I really didn't want the black. I thought the brown would look better. And I thought, well, I'm going to see if this is going to work. And it worked pretty good. So I'm just stamping with a regular early espresso. I'm going to stamp the stem on. I'm going to stand up here so I can see what I'm doing a little better. There we go. I'm going to stamp the leaf on. And a little swirly. Let's see, we'll have it go this way. Okay, so that's all ready to go. I have fun decorating the insides too. Sometimes I forget to do the insides, but since this is so dark, it had to have an inside. So I'm going to go ahead and do some coloring. This is a Cajun Craze blends. This is the dark Cajun Craze. I'm going to scribble along all the veins, because when you look at a pumpkin, a lot of times the vein is a little darker because it's shaded. It's like a valley. And I'm doing little squiggly marks because when you look at a pumpkin, it's not going to be perfectly straight lines. So this kind of gives it more of a realistic look. I'm going to go over it just a little bit more again because you want to get the paper saturated. Sometimes you don't have to go twice, but I could tell I went a little too fast. Because when you color on it, it ends up soaking through the cardstock, which is what it's supposed to do. Okay, now that I've got the dark done, I'm going to bring in my light Cajun Craze, and I'm going to color in the whole pumpkin. And as you can see, I'm coloring over the area, the dark areas that I just did, because this helps blend the colors, the shades together. That way it's not such a stark contrast. Keep coloring all that in. I'm hoping when I get off of this video, I found that my YouTube live did work. That's what happened last time, but I really don't think it's working this time. It is so aggravating when things get changed. I had to log out, log back in. Didn't realize I had to do that every time, and just been really frustrating. So I'm hoping the next time I go live, which will be 2 weeks from today, because I can't do it next week because of my daughter's wedding reception. Everything will be fixed and it'll be so much easier. Back when I did these lives a few months ago, they went so much better. Oh, and I forgot to tell you while I was talking, this was the mint macaron. And the mint macaron, I'm noticing my dark did not stay dark too much, so I'm going to add a little more dark to it. That's what I like about the blends. When you're done with it, you can go back and put some more on there. I don't know if you can tell that in the video, and I think I need to blend this. Oops, that's the dark one. I picked up the wrong one. That's okay. We'll get that to work. I just want to blend those in just a little bit more. And that should be about right. Okay, that looks good. Now I'll put this on the inside of the card. And we'll be done. I haven't made as many fall cards this year as I would have liked. I love making fall projects. But then when the Christmas time came out, the Christmas time is here suite came out, I got busy with a bunch of Christmas stuff. So there's the fall card. This is from the Harvest Hellos bundle, and I hope you liked it. Hope you had fun watching it. And for those of you that were not on earlier, if you share my video and comment shared below, you will get in the drawing to get, oh wait a minute, this was last week's. The people that, Marlene is the one that won this week. She's going to be getting these in the mail. Then for the next week, you will get in a drawing to get all of these cards sent to you. These are all made with that Christmas Time Is Here suite. And these are also my online class. If you order the bundle from me, you'll get exclusive, that's the Christmas Rose bundle. You will get the exclusive rights to watch the videos that I'll make for these, to teach you how to make them. If you buy the bundle, the designer series paper, the gold glimmer ribbon, and the gold glitter enamel dots, you will also get all of the cut cardstock, die cut cardstock, embossed cardstock in the mail. And so you can make the projects yourself. All you'll have to have are the ink pads. And if you watch the video, you can go to the beginning and it'll have the list of the ink pads that you need to make the cards. Okay, I hope you had fun watching the video. It was fun being with you. And like I said, I won't be able to do my Facebook Live this week. So if you share the video, you have 2 weeks. So make sure you share it 2 weeks from yesterday. And then on that 2 weeks from today, I will do the live and give you the draw for the name. I'm sorry, got a little sidetracked there for a second. Okay, I hope you have a great weekend. See you in a couple weeks. Bye.